Welcome to Team Pharmacon's demonstration of their project for ITC303/309, Pharmacy Error Tracker, or PET for short. So who is Team Pharmacon? We are a group of 4 third-year university students studying via distance education from different parts of Australia. Team Pharmacon's members are Leonard Meerwood, Yetta McKellar, Ryan Smith, and Bo Johnson. Each member of the team brought their own skill sets and experiences that have enabled Team Pharmacon to be able to deliver their pharmacy error tracker both on time and within budget. PET is a single-page web application designed to capture the errors that have occurred during the preparation and administering of medication in hospital pharmacies. Using a web application allows the software to be used on any device that has an active internet connection and web browser. The application captures information about the patient, the medication supplied, the type of error, about the worker, general comments, and if a physician was consulted, that is captured too. There are 2 levels of access to PET: general user and administrator. A general user is only able to enter an error. While the administrator can also enter errors, they can also manage errors, patients, medication types, workers, and users. Administrators also have access to reporting functionality. Now let's go over a brief technical overview of the components that make Pharmacy Error Tracker so successful. First off is Vue.js. Vue is a progressive framework for building user interfaces. Unlike other monolithic frameworks, Vue is designed from the ground up to be incrementally adoptable. The core library is focused on the Vue layer only, and is easy to pick up and integrate with other libraries or existing projects. On the other hand, Vue is also perfectly capable of powering sophisticated single-page applications when used in combination with modern tooling and supporting libraries. Node.js. Node.js lets developers use JavaScript to write command line tools and for server-side scripting. Running a script server-side to produce dynamic web pages before content is sent to the user's web browser. Node.js is the back-end server-side scripting engine used by the PET application. MySQL. MySQL is an open-source relational database management system that is free and is frequently used as a back-end to web applications. A number of notable companies use MySQL, some of which include Google, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. In the PET application, we use MySQL as the persistent data store for the application. Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a free and open-source operating system and Linux distribution based on Debian. Ubuntu is offered in 3 official flavors: Ubuntu Desktop for personal computers, Ubuntu Server for servers and the cloud, and Ubuntu Core for Internet of Things and robots. For the PET application, we implemented Ubuntu Server to host our own web, Metabase, and MySQL servers. Bitbucket. Bitbucket is a web-based version control repository hosting service owned by Atlassian. It stores and tracks source code and development projects that use either Mercurial or Git revision control systems. Bitbucket has been used as our repository for each change made to the application as we created, tested, and changed various functions of PET. It has also been our repository for holding the various versions of all the documentation relating to the project. Metabase. Metabase is an open-source analytics platform that provides an easy-to-use method for generating meaningful data visualizations. Users can ask a question in near-native English, and Metabase can interpret the query and return results. Power users can also perform straight SQL queries if they feel the need to get further into the data. Now let's look at some demonstrations of the project. First, we'll see how to enter an error as a standard user. We start by logging in with the username lab. Lab is an account that has been registered as a standard user. Upon logging in, we see the standard error form. We start by adding the date and the time the error was noticed. Then, we fill in the patient details, starting with the patient MRN. Here, we can see drop-down boxes for patient type, error type, and medication type, making it easier to select the correct answer. Radio buttons make simple yes or no choices much quicker to solve. If the physician was notified, text fields will appear that show extra details to fill in for the physician. Upon clicking the Submit button, the details are loaded to the server and the error form is reset, ready for another error. The next thing we'll look at is how to edit an error. Let's say someone entered the error details wrong. It's been brought to our attention and we need to fix it. This time, we'll log in using our administrator account. Upon logging in, we can see the admin page. We can access the search page through the menu up top or with the admin page shortcut. Let's start searching for George. Now that we've found him, let's change the incorrect details. Now we submit the form to finalize the changes. Upon completion, we're taken back to the search page. Let's search for George again. Opening his error form shows that the details were in fact changed. In this scenario, we need to create a new user that can access Pharmacy Error Tracker and log errors. Continuing from last time, we're still logged in as an administrator. We can access the Manage User page from the shortcuts on the admin page or the drop-down menu up top. We simply enter the user's name, and password. We select the permission level, we leave it normal, and click Submit. Now if we list all our users, we can see our new user. Let's change the password. Now, after all that, we've decided we don't actually need that user, so we'll delete them. And that's how we manage users. Finally, let's have an introductory look at Metabase. Metabase is a commercial off-the-shelf product, also known as a COTS product. It interfaces with PET through the use of database queries in order to provide a seamless and real-time reporting function to the application. It is able to report on all the data in the database in various formats, and can be exported to a number of file formats, such as CSV, PDF, and raw text. Finally, it is able to produce graphs and visualizations that can be used to help make business decisions. Once again, the reporting tool can be accessed from the shortcuts or the drop-down menu at the top. Once the page loads, we can see Metabase's homepage. Metabase will try and give you analytics automatically. Here are some analytics it has generated based on our data. Let's have a look at the patient table. You can see we have a total of 34 patients, and you can see what category of patients we have. But you can also see some junk data. We don't care about a count of the patients by surname. Let's make our own analytics. Scroll to the top and click Ask a Question. Then click Custom. Select the pet database. Now, for this question, we'd like to know which worker has notified the most physicians. So to begin with, we select the error table. Next, we filter by Was Physician Notified and set it to True. We want a count of the rows, which means a count of entries, grouped by the worker that caused the error. Let's get our answer. We can see that worker 3456 is responsible for the most physician notifications. However, let's make this table a little nicer. Instead of table, we'll use pie chart. Perfect. Now we can easily see which user is responsible for the most physician notifications. That concludes our product demonstration. On behalf of the Pharmacon team, we would like to thank you all for taking the time to view our product and its functionality. We hope you have enjoyed seeing the application as much as we have enjoyed building it.